Hey, what's going on, everyone? Daniel Betancourt here with a special guest, Mark Benefiel. For those of you who don't know, and a lot of you already do know, Mark Benefiel is a national real estate coach. He coaches a lot of successful realtors all over the country. He's also a team leader in Wichita, Kansas, and he's a good friend of mine here at eXp Realty. And he has some special announcements to make. So I just wanted to come on here and support him and hear all about all of his plans for 2022. So welcome, Mark.
Thank you, Daniel. Hey, man, I appreciate it. Thanks. We're getting ready for a big winter storm, our first of the year here in Wichita. So I'm excited to be out now and back in the warmth embrace of my house here in a little while.
Yeah, I see a lot of the videos of the properties that you list in Wichita, and the weather always seems pretty good. Does it snow over there?
It does, but I also have a professional photographer with really great media skills.
Yeah.
The background is always nice in our pictures.
Yeah, you always have high quality listings, and everything you put out there is super high quality. For those who don't know you, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, sure. Hey, I appreciate that. I am a team leader here in Wichita, and part of the purpose of our getting together today and putting this out there is I'm really excited to announce that I'm actually starting my own real estate team here over the next month. There's a little bit of background to that, which we'll get to in a moment, but that's really kind of what I'm most excited about, the opportunity to kind of create something in my own image. But I'm a realtor and team leader here in Wichita. I've only been in real estate for about 3 years as a licensed agent, but I've been in and around real estate for the last 7, maybe 8 years. But I am and I know this is taboo for a lot of people, but I'm a professional salesperson, and I have been for many, many years. And the reason why I say that is, first of all, I want people to know that there's no shame in that, right? Whereas realtors, I hate to tell everybody if you're listening to this, but you're salespeople. I mean, that's the reality. We do a lot of really cool things. We help a lot of people, but that the essence of being a professional salesperson is helping people. Right. You can help people make decisions, help people acquire products, systems, whatever those things might be, and really enhance their business or enhance their life, whatever it is. That's what selling is all about. So you can take away this kind of dirty word out there, and that's why I let people know that's what I am. Yeah. Having said that, yes, you're right. I am a national real estate coach, as you are. A lot of people know that. But I have a long history of coaching and business consulting. I actually own my own sales and Salesforce development company under a license of the Sandler Sales Institute and Sandler Training. A lot of people are familiar with that. And I own that franchise group for a number of years here in Wichita. And I've helped build, grow, maintain, and motivate medium and large corporation sales teams all across the Midwest, from Texas to Oklahoma, Kansas, Iowa, Nebraska. I've done some work in Colorado and Illinois. And I'm just excited to take a lot of those experiences that I haven't really been able to utilize in real estate and now put them into practice in my own real estate team.
Yeah, that's been awesome. And in the conversations that I've had with you, I got to know you from a distance before we've gotten to know each other a little bit better over the last few months. But from a distance, when we were just in the coaching calls together as a group, I could tell that you were a great salesperson, and I didn't know that you had 3 years of experience in real estate, because it just seemed like you are one of the most seasoned realtors, professionals on those group calls. And this is in a room full of top producers nationally, and you have incredible sales skills, and you're a team leader now in real estate, but you led teams in sales and in other capacities. Mm-hmm. And you've even led teams that sold real estate services before you jumped into real estate yourself. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's true. I for about 3 years, along with a partner, had a company that we operated called Select Homes Coaching, and some of you know my partner, Adam Bailey, who's big in the EXP circles and world. He and I ran Select Homes Coaching at another brokerage that we're at. And it primarily was focused on hiring, retaining, and training ISAs all across the country. We helped all kinds of independent agencies across the country that are now parts of EXP, right? We have all kinds of customers that are now in EXP and we help them grow their businesses by helping them hire, retain, and train ISAs. I did that for a number of years without actually having a real estate license. And all I really did was take my corporate background and what worked outside of real estate, and we brought that into real estate and combined that with great real estate techniques that were already there. There was always this thought in the back of my head, though, if I was training these people, what could I do if I really just did it myself? And in January 1st, which is just one day away, in 2018, I started my first day of real estate. And I started that day with a list of expires that I got from Mojo for $50. Started at 2:00 that afternoon. There were 60 expires on the list that day. And I called all 60 of them. I scheduled 6 appointments. And then by the end of the next week, I got my first 6 listings. And all I did was take the techniques that I used when I called on CEOs, and I used those techniques to call expires, which people would never do and wouldn't do when I told them to do it because they said it wouldn't work. It works. It's no different. People are people. I don't care what you're selling.
Right. Yeah. I mean, so many agents, they're more concerned with, taking selfies or, just sharing other listings, but they don't really practice the art of salesmanship. And like you said, selling is helping, and you're helping customers who are sometimes indecisive. You're helping them make a decision, and they're hiring us to accomplish this real estate goal, which for so many is the biggest transaction they'll ever make. And it's awesome to have a professional like you who has so many years of professional background before you got into real estate, also to support your customers in their real estate dreams.
Well, I have a key belief. And this is really important for anybody who's listening to this, who may be, in the area, in the Wichita area, who's thinking about getting into real estate or already in real estate, wants to join a team because they think that might be a good direction for them. Maybe they're not selling as many as they would like, or they just haven't, maybe the market's, everybody says the market's hot, but maybe they're not feeling the heat. You know what I'm saying? So one of the core philosophies I take from David Sandler, who's my sales mentor in the world, is his marketing philosophy was, if everybody's doing something, you need to do something different. Right. And so people always want to know, what's your scripts? What do you say when you call people? It's pretty simple. I'm going to give everybody my secret right now because nobody will do it. So I'll go ahead and give it to you. I'll call somebody. I'll say, hey, Daniel, hey, this is Mark Benefiel. Is my name familiar to you?
Not yet, sir.
And they'll be like, and just like that. Like, no. I said, well, you know what, Daniel? I didn't think it would be. In fact, I don't even know if this call makes any sense. Can I tell you real quick while I'm calling?
Sure.
And then I just hit them with, I see your house was listed and now it's not, and you still want to sell it? We just talk to people like they're human beings. We talk to people like they're your neighbor, like the guy who lives across the street. We get all bound up like it needs to sound a certain way, like we want to sound like a real estate person. The last thing I want to do is sound like a real estate person, because I don't know if you notice, not all real estate people have a great reputation. We want to change that, though.
Yeah, we
want to change it so people, especially new agents, can just go out there and be themselves. And don't have to try to be somebody else. Because, in fact, I just read a Facebook post before when I should have been listening to you when you were saying something earlier, when we were getting ready for this call. And it talked about prospecting and why so many people quit, and they try to do things that they're not good at and they're not comfortable with. We need to just be ourselves and stop trying to be other people. And when you become your authentic self and do your thing, it attracts people. And so that's what I really hope to accomplish in this new group, is bringing people in and letting them know and showing them that just by being who you are authentically, you can have a great career in real estate.
What I love about that's awesome. And I'm with you on all of that. What I love about the real estate profession is that you can be successful no matter what your personality type is. You could be a successful realtor and be an introvert. You could be an extrovert. You can be, a strong D personality on that DISC profile spectrum. You can be yourself. Like you said, you be authentic to yourself. So many people, they watch these videos and they see what people are putting out there, and they're trying to be that person. And the reason why they're uncomfortable with it is because they're not being themselves. They're trying to be someone else. And that is never.
That was the essence. That was the essence of the Sandler world that it came out of. Sandler built his system and his processes around the fact that anybody could be successful, right? But they had to find the way that they could be successful within the realm. And that's why when we do that little call, like I just mentioned a moment ago, which is called no pressure prospecting, there's no pressure. And it really, sales, a lot lot of successful things that we see in real estate are from a very high dynamic type A personality. Well, if you're not a high dynamic type A personality and you try to pretend you're one, you're going to get burned out really quick.
And it's going to come off in your phone calls. People are going to see right through it that you sound nervous, that you sound, scared. So if you're trying to be that strong personality, but that's not your
and it's not your style, but a lot of times what happens is that's the only stuff that's out there in the world. And that's how it's dictated. So we try to take a lot of different approach to it. And it's been very successful for us. I've been on, we're starting a new group, but I have had a group of partners that we have been working with. We built a very successful team here in Wichita. We have great partners, Brian Brundage and Tony Resnick and Adam Bailey. And we had 10 agents here at this previous group, but it was just kind of time to go out and start to build things in my own image. And I'm really excited about doing that, over the next couple of months.
And what's awesome with EXP is even though you're not working, at the same address, you're still strong partners with all of the people that you just mentioned. You still remain partners and you still are helping each other succeed, which is awesome.
Absolutely. That's one of the key things to really be able to point out to people, as we go forward here locally, is that we have the opportunity to not only utilize our own new group space that we're going to have over at the strategic office space, if you're familiar here locally, but anybody who works with us or partners with us at EXP also gets an opportunity to utilize the Boulevard group space over on Rock Road. And so
you've told me about that space. Yeah, you've told me it's a beautiful space, and
I'm actually in it right now.
Yeah, it looks awesome. And then you've got a new place that you're working out of, also another location, right? That you just moved into, or you're in the process of moving into.
Correct. We're going to have our new team starting February 1st. Is going to be over at Strategic Office Space. Some of you guys know Tony Javier and his co-working space over there. And not only do we have space for ourselves, but we also have put together a deal that allows unlimited access to all their facilities, copies, coffee machines, conference rooms, all that stuff at no charge to anybody that's on our team.
So agents who are considering whether they're new in real estate or they just want to take their success to another level, they're interested in everything that you're saying and considering joining your team. What would they benefit from joining your team? What benefits do they get rather than being a solo agent out there? What can they expect if they join your team?
Well, what you're going to expect is you want to be treated, very fairly, right? You're going to have the opportunity to succeed if you want to succeed. We're going to create an environment, a culture that is going to be, quite frankly, second to none that are around. We want to have people that want to do well. I see my job as a team leader is to not get rich off you. My job as a team leader is to assist you in helping you reach your goals, whatever those might be, personally, professionally, financially, whatever they are. That's my job. And at the end of the day, if your job is to sell 10 homes, or your goal is to sell 10, or if you want to sell 100, or if you want to go out and start your own team 6 months or a year from now, if that's your goal, my goal is to help you do that. Now, there's got to be some compatibilities. We have to be on the same page, et cetera. But really, at the end of the day, we want to be able to create an environment where people can really set the bar high and not only have the encouragement, but also have the tools. How do you make the calls? How do you structure your day? How do you follow up? How do you write the contract? I mean, regardless whether you're a new agent or you've been around for a while, we want to be able to create that environment to where you can succeed at whatever level that you want, and actually have somebody there who will walk alongside you and help you do it. There's too many agencies out there, too many teams, too many brokerages that say, hey, we got lots of training, we're going to help you. And then you show up and they put you over in a corner and that's it. And if you're not somebody who naturally speaks out and says, please, please, please help me, you're not going to get helped.
Yeah. What I like about what I've learned about your coaching system, because you're coaching some incredible agents nationwide, you have systems in place. And so many agents are looking for systems. They got their license and they don't know what to do. Like, how do I start my day? What should I be focusing on? And the systems is something that you can do, repeat it and scale it. And do it consistently. And that's how you're helping agents take their levels of business to higher levels. And I'm sure anyone who joins your team, they're going to be basically under your wings, and you're going to be pouring into them, basically bringing up future leaders. And that's what's awesome about
my assistant and myself have spent the last year getting ready for this point. where we have been documenting all of our systems, all of our process. What's our open house system? What's our prospecting system? What's our listing system? What's our buying system? So you can step in and say, here you go. Follow this, follow this, follow this. It's not like make it up as we go along. There's tried and true things that are out there. As much as I like to be different, I also recognize when things work and which things don't need to be reinvented. We have a lot of documented process systems just like that. That's what you're stepping into. So whether you search out a team like mine or anybody else's, that's what you should be asking about. What are the processes and systems that you have that I can then, envelope into my personal style? And that's part of the key is how do you take a system, make it yours?
Yes. One of the things that they can expect too is you always give quality work for your customers. And so the customers out there, for the people who are watching this video who are not real estate professionals and they live in your area, and they want to connect with you, they want you to represent them when they're buying a home or selling a home. What's the best way that they can contact you and have set up a consultation with you?
The best way is just give us a call, or text message is cool. 316-680-7405. So if you're like I said, you're not feeling that heat and you're in real estate, you want some help, or, obviously at the core, we sell property, we sell homes, right? We love to do that. And that's what, juices me every day when I get up. I just got a new contract today. I was telling you about, the last day of the year, I'm stoked, right?
Yeah. So if you want to reach Mark, that's the phone number scrolling at the bottom. We're so happy to have Mark today, and just want to share with you all, I've known Mark for a while. He's a great coach. He's a great realtor. He's a great team leader. And if you want to connect with him, call that phone number down at the bottom, and you'll be happy that you did. I want to wish everyone out there a happy new year, and hope you all have an amazing new year and that you're blessed with good health, prosperity, and all kinds of good things. So I appreciate you all watching. We'll see you next